I'm the best. Calm movers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Calm moving through these Ubers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Bigger the bag, bigger the beef, bigger the problem, bigger the be one in the all in the same. Broke at the end of the month, flow Joe, kill mo, run it up, keep clean. Never let them touch, fits like temper tantrums. Girl, come back that up, all in the club, and bring all your girlfriends. Girl hopping up about a Pearl 6 Louis speed bag glued to her wrist. She was getting paid, she ain't think a thing, but she was thinking slay. We blade thicker than a snicker bag. Talking about she don't come with no baggage. Y'all in her bag, I probably should. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow Joe chasing a check.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach, and you're tuned in to Madden 19 on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be an intriguing matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Miami Dolphins.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Miami Dolphins. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. Ryan Tannehill will be orchestrating the offense, the top 10 pick back in 2012.
A terrific athlete, started at wide receiver before becoming the starting quarterback at Texas A&M, and also took his studies pretty seriously as well. He was a biology major at Texas A&M, planned to become an orthopedic surgeon, but being the 8th pick in the NFL draft, that paid just a little bit better.
They go play action here on first down. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
He got 29 yards that time.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
This is Coleman, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? It creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Going underneath, it's Coleman. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
So the missed field goal, and now they're in great shape. They'll start at the 38. Mayfield on first down. And incomplete to open things up. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green, 39.
They go play action. Mayfield. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, third down here.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Mayfield off the play fake. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
The receiving numbers for Kenny Stills in last week's game. 3 catches, 59 yards.
And you can tell early, they're going to look his way quite a bit. He made himself available on that one.
And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Coleman, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And throw right side complete to Parker. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play. Back now with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Coleman now. And he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels. Man, it's a tough area in the field to try and run a draw play out of the gun. You know you're going to face a good push up front, and here they swallow him up for no gain.
Tannehill. And he's got it. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. Third down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now second down. Here's a run with Delage. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now Tannehill on 3rd and goal. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. So a minute 55 to go in the first half. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. And Forbath will put this one through, and the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
Here we go. Green, 39.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. The Browns trying to get back and set quickly here, time ticking away.
Detroit!
Mayfield now on second down. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now Johnson. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. 4th down, Mayfield. Under pressure, he's going to go down. Look at this, way back around the 43. The Browns unable to move the chains on fourth down. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Now, you know I don't often have sympathy for quarterbacks, but in this situation, I don't know what else he could do. Fourth down, so he can't just throw the ball away. He's got to find a way to try and make a play, but the pressure ended up getting.
Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Play fake. Mayfield. Flush to his right. And some room to roam now. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Second down, Mayfield. That's complete. It's Gordon. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Gone! Hurry up, here we go. Blue line. Gone!
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Final play of the half, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. We have hit. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
They pitch it out to Johnson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
And that's another stop for the defense. Something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
Now Mayfield. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Akeem Spence in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be fourth down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. Third and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even fourth and inches. But, boy, that's a huge...
Looking for Amendola, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And he is all the way up past the 25. Amendola, the intended receiver.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. There he goes, left side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Back to it after the pick six. Mayfield. Over the middle to Beckham. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pick up there, 26 yards. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Mayfield on play action. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while. What
it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. And predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, you know, if you want to be aggressive out in your midfield, you feel good about your deep.
Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your own fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On play action, they'll throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Being chased out left. And he's got some space here. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down, makes it manageable now.
3rd and short yardage, Mayfield. And he's got his tight end in Njoku. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. From the gun, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Benny Logan breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
And he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends, his time is right. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Buying time to his left. And the pressure gets to him again.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. 3rd and long for Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Here's Mayfield. He'll let it go. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns get a score closer. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot. Here's Tannehill now on second down. Drops it off for Coleman. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 23 yards on the play. Mayfield now. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Baker Mayfield, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Joe Schobert in to drop him behind the line, and that's a loss of a yard. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Here now, time to discuss Odell Beckham Jr. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19!
Mayfield off the play fake. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. It got his man complete. And all to the 39. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. The Browns try to get back and set quickly here, time ticking away. On second down, Johnson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. Another carry, same story. Fourth quarter, and he is in red numbers right now with a running game.
Hard to believe because you figure at some point you break off a run. But in this case, what we're seeing is just pure domination by the defense. I think it started with the scouting report. They got into what they were doing offensively, into their mindset, and now they're beating them to the punch on every snap.
Intentional grounding, offense.
Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Desperation time. Mayfield on fourth down. He's going to let it fly. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep that'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout as he'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Tannehill now to throw. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be fourth down. Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. And this is a spot where you can learn a lot about a young quarterback.
And that's why they brought him into the organization. Because you don't just bring them in strictly for their talents. You think that they have that something special in them that will allow them to function in these types of situations. Now it's time for them to be clinical and not emotional. You know your play sequence. You know what has to get done. Get the ball to the right people, get out of bounds, and get it downfield and try and score.
And he's trying to earn his stripes here for a winning drive. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Now a desperation. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashawn Jones. And that's how this one ends in dramatic fashion in overtime with the interception. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that